Just a young gun. Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight, wanna let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and wanna leave my old life behind. Not a yes sir, not a follower. Fit the box, fit the mold, have a seat before you. Pick a number. I was lightning before the.
What's up, everybody? I'm your girl Shantice Michelle, the host and CEO of Thunder Wine and Blues. Join us every Sunday at 7 p.m. where we interview all the new and legendary artists.
Lightning and the thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
I'm just going to step
in my classes
on my haters. I'm just going to step on my haters.
Ladies, if you don't mind, I just want to talk to you for a moment.
Can you hear me now?
Don't be out here playing yourself, ladies. You gotta let them know that you the problem.
Don't shut it live, y'all. Bring them on in.
Stop fucking up the game, giving it all away.
That's right.
Then you wanna turn around and complain that all they wanna do is play. You're fucking up the game now. Gotta know your worth. Make that man understand that he gotta put you first. I'm a first class lady. I'm not a toy for a little boy. And when I see a grown ass man, it always brings me joy. There's nothing you can tell me, oh, I never heard before. Ask anybody about me, I'm quick to show a nigga the door. Stepping to me, he gotta come with them 10 toes down. I believe if the dog get lost, then he ain't worth being found. And I don't care, no, if it's 40 to 1. I'm second to none. Stop fucking up the game, giving it all away. Then you wanna turn around and complain that all they wanna do is play. You're fucking up the game. Gotta know your worth. Make that man understand that he gotta put you first. Can't be jumping in, know what you're getting into. That's the quickest way you're gonna lose. But these men out here like to try to give up pieces of love. I let them know that it's not enough. If he like creeping, then he ain't worth keeping. Do you wanna be the one he only talks to on the weekend? Here goes on the holidays. You never really seen this place. That's the one you gotta throw away. Ain't nobody got time to play. Stop fucking up the game, giving it all away. Then you wanna turn around and complain that all they wanna do is play. You're fucking up the game, nah. Gotta know your worth. Make that man understand that he gotta put you first. Can't be jumping in, know what you're getting into. That's the quickest way you're gonna lose. 'Cause these men out here wanna try to give you pieces of love. Let them know that it's not enough, no. You gotta stand on business when you're stepping to me, baby. Stand on it, oh. You gotta stand on business if you're stepping to me, baby.
Yes. Stop giving away the game. Today we talking to Mr. Vander.
We're giving the game away. Giving the game away.
We giving it away today, baby. We talking about everything and anything. I done cut up a couple of clips and stuff. We're going to talk about those subjects along with our subjects. So it's going to be a very interesting show. Very interesting show. But right now we talking about you and Bodies by Vanders. How long have you been having Bodies by Vander?
Been 11 years, about 11 to 12 years. Yeah.
11 to 12 years.
Yeah.
What made you get into bodybuilding and fitness?
Yeah, I was always active as a athlete, and so it was kind of a lifestyle at first, and then uh, I really wanted to do it to help people, so it became a pursuit for a profession, and so I took off into a profession.
So how many years you would say you've been working on your body and your health and your wellness?
Man, pretty much since I was probably 12. I remember first going into a gym around 12. And so, yeah, I want to say 12. I didn't, in high school, we lift weights, but it was part of a class. So that was my introduction into weightlifting. And then after that, it just kind of, sports kept me in it. You know, now it wasn't about a look, it was about performance. You know, being in shape, running fast, jumping high, being strong, of that nature. It wasn't so much the appearance at first. The appearance came along once it was obvious, you know.
Okay. So I gotta ask because I'm a big girl and I have never done exercise in my life. I might start 1-2 days. I might do 1-2 days of exercise and then I don't do exercise no more. It's
Right.
like because it hurts.
Yeah.
The first 2 days I can push myself, but like that third day, I'm like, man, I can't get out of bed. Like I can't do it no more.
Right.
Like what are you supposed to do when you come to that moment to where you say, okay, I think I can't do it no more?
Well, that's normal actually to think
Okay.
that way. That's normal. You everybody has that same issue. What's different is how you perceive it. Why did you start doing it in the first place? Unfortunately, most people do it because of appearance. I want to look a certain way. I want to lose. I want it off my tummy. I want to look a certain way. And so the appearance becomes the motivation. Well, what happened when somebody say you look good? What happened when your guys say, I like you how you are? I love you just how you are. What happens when your appearance isn't so a problem anymore? Now, where does your motivation come from? And so I tell people, don't go into fitness for the first place about your look. Your appearance is the consequences of your lifestyle. Let me say it again. Your appearance is the consequences of your lifestyle. That can be good or bad. Unfortunately, for most people, it's bad. Most people, it's bad. And so your body resembles your lifestyle, so to speak. And so I tell people, you know, don't look at it as I want to look a certain way. Look at it for its real purposes. You know, it's meant to give you longevity, quality of life. You know, it's meant to give you, energy and so much. And that body needs to take care of itself. So it's giving it maintenance. And so if you start for those purposes, then you will know every day, okay, I got to do something. You know, every day I got to do a little something. And so I tell people to go in for that reason. It'll be, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but it won't be as hard, okay, to get up and stick with it.
Okay, so like, what's the first thing I need to work on? Is it the exercise? Is it my eating? Is my eating and sleeping? Like, because I like to eat.
Yeah, everybody do. If you're in America, you like to eat. I mean, that come with the culture. I mean, America is the land of the yummies, and so anybody in America loves to eat. If they got taste buds, they love to eat. And so, but that's not an excuse, okay? That's where you will start. You have to look at your food a certain way. Look at your food as you look at things that's important to you, that you need. Okay. So you say, okay, well, I'm hungry. Okay, if you're hungry, what are you hungry for? That's what your brain gonna say. Well, I got a taste for. And now you're saying I'm hungry for this or for that, and you're not saying, okay, I'm gonna fill up the tank. You're not gonna take your car to the gas station and put water in it, will you? Right. No. I can
No.
guarantee you the hand gonna go from empty to full. Although you put water in it, that gas hand gonna go from empty to full
Right.
because it's full. That's what it measures, whether it's empty or full. Well, that's what your tummy is.
Okay.
Your tummy registers whether it's empty or full. No matter what you put in it, it's going to register full. So why would you put some in it that's not going to benefit it? Just like you wouldn't put water in your gas tank. And so you would look at your food as if it's fuel and not a content to hit the full meter.
So what if I fill up on juices or water or something before I eat? Would that help me minimize the portions that I eat? Because I don't slow down on my portions. I used to eat big portions, but I done slow down my portions and I eat a lot throughout the day.
Okay.
So is that good and healthy, or how is it?
Well, I tell people, first off, you got to understand the human body functions the same on all four corners of the planet. Every human, black, red, Chinese, purple, green, whatever color, the human anatomy functions the same if you're normal, okay, and healthy. Meaning that when you say, okay, you're hungry, okay, well, it's a few things that has to be included in that. And you think about this: your eyes, your ears, your nose, and your mouth all play a role in what you eat. Okay, yes. This is why when we, especially as black folk, when we eat something, first thing we do, something foreign, we smell it. If it ain't right, there's no way it's going in your mouth.
Right.
They can't pay you enough to make you eat it if it never passes the nose test or the eyes test. Ooh, that look crazy. I'm not eating that. You see what I'm saying? Your senses on all humans play a role in what you put in your mouth. And so how do you know if you're hungry or not? Because your body tells you to eat, right? That's what you're saying, right? No, your body is telling you to do this. Drink water. That's what your body needs. But you don't drink water like that. And so your body uses these five senses to make you eat. Because normally when you eat, no matter what you eat, at the end, you can drink a soda, you can drink some Kool-Aid, but at the end, you're going to have room for what? Some water. That was all your body wanted in the first place. But you just ate food, thinking that you were hungry because of these senses were all involved. So I tell people, when you say you're hungry, before you eat, go drink a big cup of water. Then wait about 20, 15 minutes. I guarantee you, not only if it's going to be one or two things, either that hunger sensation is going to be gone or you ain't going to be nowhere near as hungry. Okay? And so this is where the control comes in at. It's the equivalent of going out. It's the equivalent of masturbating before you go out. What's the odds of you want to have sex when you go out? You got better control now. You got good control now. You ain't so going for it. You see, you ain't going for it so fast. Now you making good decisions. Now you done bust that nut. You making good decisions now. No, I ain't. So that's how you go about your food. Drink you a big cup of water before you go in the restaurant or before you go in the store shopping, and watch you make better decisions.
Yeah, because I have a tendency going to the store hungry, and I want everything in.
Yeah.
Everything in there.
Exactly.
So we need to keep in touch with him, and he's making some good. Yes, definitely. You can keep in touch with Mr. Vander. We're gonna post this link in the comments. We are taking questions. If y'all have any questions about your health, about fitness, relationships, we're talking about it all today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I'm gonna try to answer all questions today. This is a free show, where we talking with the audience because we need to get our health together. Me, reason I thought this show was so important is because I have to have back surgery. Don't nobody know this, but I have to have back surgery. And the doctor told me my back is too fat to have surgery. He said if he had a surgery, then it's not going to heal right. So therefore, I have to lose weight on this back part of my back. So I don't know. That have always been fat right there. So what exercises would you recommend for working on this back part right here? Because it's getting bigger than me instead of getting smaller.
I'm gonna tell you that you probably already know most of the stuff I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna put it to you in a way that you can actually retain it and actually use it. Okay, a lot of stuff I'm going to say over this here cast is things that most people gonna say, oh, I kind of know that already, or I kind of heard that. What they don't have is a way of obtaining it in their brain and where they can retrieve it and use it in a way that they understand it. So that's going to be how I'm going to explain it to you. All right. Fat loss and weight loss are two different things. Okay. Your doctor specifically said fat, right? Okay. So he means you need to lose fat. He didn't say you need to lose weight. He said you need to lose fat. Okay. So how do we lose fat? Well, I have a program in my facility, in my gym, where I help people lose pure body fat. Okay, because that's different than weight loss. Okay, and so what you would need is something that's going to guarantee fat loss. Now, will there be weight loss? Yes, there will be weight loss because any loss means that you're going to get lighter. And so if you lose some fat, then obviously you're going to lose. The scale is going to change. And so, but we know that it was fat. Okay, so the thing you'll have to do is put your body in a state that actually eats just fat. And this is what my program helps people understand, how to put their body in the state to where it eats just fat. Your body is not designed to eat fat alone. Okay? This is why weights are so important. That's what your body wants to eat first. It wants to eat muscle, mainly because most people aren't using them. Your body has to maintain itself. And if it gets too heavy, it's designed to lighten itself. Well, it's going to lighten itself in what's not being used. And most people aren't using the majority of their muscles. Especially, this is why ladies have so much right here, so much right here. This is what's common in ladies. They're big up here, they're big here, and they're big in their back area, right up in here. Okay, reason why, there's nothing in the lady's life where she's doing anything that's pulling. She doesn't do anything in her life where she's pulling anything down. So these muscles are never getting any stimulation. So the body says, hey, she ain't using them. Let's eat. Let's eat them. And so not only are you weak now because the muscles are smaller, they burn less fuel. They burn less fat. And so to answer your question, what you would need to first heal the body in a way that it can do the burning. And that's only can be done through lifting weights. Because now you're building that muscle back up. And it now it's the equivalent of having a 6-cylinder car and then putting a 10-cylinder motor in. Taking the 6-cylinder motor out, putting a 10-cylinder in. Well, the body ain't changed, but the fuel consumption is finna go out the roof because it is 10-cylinder. You finna burn way more gas because you have a 10-cylinder now. So you're lifting weights is going to build that muscle to where now it's a 10-cylinder. And it's going to burn fuel so fast. But the fuel it's going to burn is going to be fat. And now your back not only shrinks, but it gets stronger. That's making it harder for fat to settle back in that area. Because losing the weight and keeping it off is two different stories. Okay. And so what it takes to keep it off, it can't be the body can't be in a lesser state or the same state when you lose the weight. You lose the weight.
So
I
understand the lifting weights for this part, but what about that part? Like how go weight that?
Yeah, that's pulling.
Crunch.
Anything that's pulling. Anything where you're pulling. When you go to the gym, think about your workouts in two ways, one of two ways. You don't need to know anything about the gym. Just think about one or two things when you walk in. Okay? Is this a push motion or is this a pulling motion? No muscles do both. Okay? Your pectoral muscles are meant to push. That's why guys that bench a lot got big chests. Okay? Your bicep is meant to pull. And so this is going to take, it doesn't push. This muscle isn't involved in pushing. That's this muscle. And so if I want to push something, this muscle has to do it. I want to pull something, this muscle has to do it. Mm-hmm. And so when you go in the gym, you don't need to know none of these muscles. All you need to know is, did I pull it or did I push it? So one day you go in, you pull everything. The other day you go in, you push everything. Mm-hmm. And now you're working both muscle groups without knowing shit about the gym.
Right.
You do know what a pull is. You do know what a push is. You see? So you go to the gym.
You are helping me out because I've been doing everything but that. When they say lose weight, the first thing they think about, you think about jumping jacks, you think about picking cherries and things like of that nature, whatever. But when you tell me like there's a difference between losing fat and losing body weight, like most people don't know that. They think it's all the same. You go in and do exercise, you just it's gonna come off. But to work on the different areas and stuff like that, that's very important. And I do appreciate what y'all come on with them comments. Y'all, if y'all have any questions,
listening right now. They writing it down.
Please feel free to ask. We have relationships questions coming up. I got a couple segments that I had prepared for the show. We're gonna talk about those topics on relationships.
That's when the questions gonna come.
Yeah, that's what the questions on children, on marriage and everything, relationships. I'm explain my 50-50 rule and what I think, relationships should be and, how I grew up and, everything. So we definitely going to talk about that. But before we get to that, we're going to play some more music because this is Thunder Wine and Blues and we can't have Thunder Wine and Blues without some music. We gave y'all the game and now this is big weight because we talking about those with a little bit of weight. Let's go.
Yeah, right now.
Wow, Sinatra.
You say a little weight, it don't bother you. Well, move out the way, 'cause big girls are coming through. We've been on the scene for a mighty long time. We've been living in your head and walking through your mind. We got that good shit, hey, whatever you pushing. Oh, do it right. We love you all night. We got that cushion for whatever that you pushing. Oh, do it right. We love you all night. You say beep beep, we gonna bag it up. But a big fine woman
Set it up
come
too.
with a
All right.
little gun. A girl may play all your little game, but a big fine woman gon' show no have you tame. We got that cushion, hey, for whatever you pushing. Oh, do it right, and we love you all night. We got that cushion for whatever that you pushing. Oh, do it right, and we love you all night. We got that big weight. Ooh, don't you wanna taste?
All right, Weezo, I got you, brother.
We'll serve it up on a platter or even on a plate. Yeah, we got that big weight. Yeah, don't you wanna taste? We'll serve it up on a platter
Let's go, y'all.
Oh. Right.
They cushion for whatever you're pushing. Two something, baby. I'm trying to get down. I'm trying to get down. So Mr. Rizzo, J. Rizzo, he asked the question, how do you lose weight after a heart attack?
What can you do? I saw that. Make sure I read it right. What do you do? What exercise? You said what exercise?
What exercise?
Okay.
Yes.
So being to strengthen your heart after a heart attack.
Yes.
I hate that you had a heart attack. First off, I mean, you still are here, so that means it wasn't your time. That's for sure. So it's meant for you to be stronger. Any exercise, if it causes you to get out of breath, whatever you do and it causes you to get out of breath to where that's what's going to strengthen your heart. I got great news for you. The heart is the fastest healing muscle in the body. Okay? Because it never shuts off. It can't shut off. All right? Your brain doesn't shut off either. But the heart, but the heart is a muscle and the brain is more of an organ. It acts like a muscle because the more you use your brain, the more you're able to access things. So you feel like the brain is strong because you're quick. But the heart is a muscle, meaning it gets stronger and it gets weaker. And so your heart works all the time, which means it's always it's there to repair. So the answer to your question is to get active. Not active today. I'm talking about get active yesterday. That's how late you are. Okay? It was yesterday that you should have been active. So now.
When my heart gets to beating too fast, like I need to stop, slow down, stop. Like, how do you know if it's beating too fast, if you're doing too much?
Your body gonna let you know. You know why? Because for a fact, what you're able to do and what you're willing to do are two different things. When you go in the gym, you're going to do what you're willing to do. But when you come in Bodies by Vander, you're going to do what you're able to do. You know why? Because you got trust here. You got help here. You got motivation here. You got encouragement. You got everything needed to be successful at this rate. So you're going to do way more than you're willing to do. And this is why I tell people, if you don't know anything about what you're going in the gym for and how to do it, my advice is to hire a trainer. Okay. I call myself a trainer because most Black people didn't understand what I was doing, because I was a Black dude in class. I think it was 2 Black people in the class when I was in college because of what we were going to school for. nobody in the black community understood what wellness was. I tell them I'm a wellness major. They like, what that mean? You weld? What you a welder? So what you work in the iron yard? I said, no, I'm a wellness major. Oh, well, so you work on buildings? That what you're saying? Like, no, I'm a wellness. So they had no idea what the fuck a wellness major was. So I started saying, I'm a personal trainer. Oh, I know what a trainer is. I know what a trainer is. And they're nothing the same. They're not the same. Okay. And so basically what I do is I help people achieve their goal, but there are so many variables needed for each individual. Everybody is unique. What's needed for you to lose weight might not work for her. What's needed for her might not work for him. That's where I come in at. I know how to figure out what works for you and you only. Okay. And the profession, I've realized that everybody the same, but the process I use was unique in each individual. But the ultimate goal was achieved. They all reached their goals. That's right. At Bodies by Vander, we give 100% money back guarantee. In the first month, whatever you came to me for, if we don't make progress in that first month, and we monitor our progress. We weigh you, we take body counts, we do everything. And so we know where you can go at. And 30 days later, we redo all that. And if them numbers are worse or the same, we give all your money back. I've been in business doing this. I've been in this location 11, 12 years. I've been doing it probably 15. I've never had to give anybody's money back because I use science.
So Ms. Reddick say, how do you get the fat off your arms once you lose weight?
Okay, now, being that that's a young lady, I can tell you right now, she doesn't do much of this. Okay, so you need to start doing anything that causes your arms to do this. Okay, that's one. That's going to take care of this part. This part is probably the biggest part on your body, but you're unable to do a push-up right now. And so there are routines that are weights. Get you some weights. Okay, and I mean, I don't know where your level is, but I tell people to get around about a 20-pound weight, at least a 20-pound weight. I see that look on your face, right? If I was there, I guarantee you'd lift for 20 pounds like it was a 2 pounds. See, that's why you need a trainer. And so that 20 pounds is going to help your, okay? And so what you need to know is that push-pull rule that I said. To help your arms, you must do that push-pull. Anything that's causing you to pull and anything causing you to push is going to help your arms. This here area is probably going to need more effort. And they ask me, okay, how many do we do? That's probably the next question. How many do we do? I tell them to do it till it hurt. And then when it starts hurting, do 5 more. When it starts hurting, so don't count them, just go. Don't count, just start. When it starts to hurt, now you start counting. And that's how you're going to be able to push yourself when you're in the gym alone or when you're at home lifting weights. That analogy, you know what hurts. So when it starts to hurt, and be honest with yourself, when it starts to hurt and burn, that's when you do 5 more. Okay. And that's the workout.
Ms. Sandra say, I just did 11-minute exercise. What do you do about the after pain?
Well, the after pain is called lactic acid. Okay, it has to leave your bloodstream. Okay, that typically happens depending on how often you work out. And 11 minutes. I don't know how old you are, but I can tell you right now, 11 minutes is not enough time. Unfortunately, 11 minutes is not enough time. And if it is, that means you're really in bad shape. If you got Huh?
What is the minimum time? What is the minimum time?
30
when
minutes.
you
30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yeah. 30 minutes.
What is the max? What is the max?
An hour.
Work out? Or is
An
your
hour.
body.
An hour.
To an hour.
Yeah. And that's counting you taking little water breaks and so on. Not an hour straight, not 30 minutes straight. That's what you're taking breaks, you know, breathing and water and so on. All that counts.
Okay.
And so, unfortunately, 11 minutes is not enough to really get your heart rate to a point where your body is burning fat. Okay? You have to get your heart rate up to a certain height, to a certain beat per second, to where beats per minute before it actually starts using fat. That's different in every person. Okay? And so, my advice to you would be 30-minute goals. Okay, 30-minute goals. And after you're done your 30 minutes, do everything in your power to not sit down. Run some errands, take out the trash, walk the dog, anything you can do to not sit down, because you're continuing the burning of the fat, although you're not exercising. Okay?
You spoiled all my dreams. You spoiled all my dreams.
I swear I'm trying to get
the shower and lay down. What?
I'm trying to get down there. If I found a building, I'm just trying to put everything together. It's in North County on
we
right
need
off.
You there. You talking some real
Trying
stuff.
to get down there. I could
do
do a whole.
We need to get our health together. We need to
Yes.
start working on these parts, you know, because like I say, it's a lot of stuff that you're telling me that I did not know. I did not know you have to work on your fat as well as your muscle, and you know, everything separate and different, and pushing and pulling. And so if you don't have a trainer, you don't know these things. You just okay, I gotta lose weight. I'm gonna go do some exercise. Here I go.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm done.
Exactly.
But it's very good to have a trainer. But we're gonna have a message for my sponsors. Then we're gonna come back to Mr. Vander. We got some relationship questions. We got relationship, marriage, everything. So if y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask. I got a couple of clips that I'm going to play that we're going to talk about how much you should spend on a day, where should you go on a day. So this might go over a little bit over an hour. If you got time, Vander, then
I got time.
These topics today.
I got time.
Y'all make sure y'all tag a friend and let them know that it's going right down. It's going down right now on Thunda Wine and Blues. Shaking up the cake. Been about to have me shaking up the cake. Oh, that's right. We needed that. We definitely needed him as far as our health and getting ourselves together, because you know, at this age, we all going through something. We losing people left and right from heart attacks, seizures, dying. So definitely we need to get our body together. So I thought this was an interesting topic and an interesting entrepreneur, because he got other business, he got other things going on, and you know, y'all can check out his page. He talks live about relationships and stuff like that. That's how I knew that I wanted to have Vander for this.
Tune in.
We go back 10 years, so you know, if anybody know, he knows. So definitely a message for my sponsors. Let's go.
Have you heard of the newest and hottest show on the internet called Thunda Wine and Blues? And have you heard of the #1 program on social media right now called the Legacy Builders Program? Well, I got something I want to show you. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in to Thunda Wine and Blues. This is a phenomenal show. My name is JB. I'm your daily pay guru. I just want to talk to you for a minute about how you can actually make income online using a 2-hour workday. I'm telling you right now, digital marketing is a $1.2 billion industry, and there's so many people right now making income every single day just using the methods that's being taught in these programs. And I've made over $10,000 in less than 3 months doing it. So if you want to learn how to make money working 2 hours a day using the same methods that I use to be able to make $10,000 in less than 3 months, and you need life insurance, tap in with JB. Go to earningincomedaily.com so I can help you out. Now for Thunda Wine and Blues.
Wine and Blues is sponsored by Hunt Bright Entertainment. Play it safe and sound for all of your outdoor party needs. Same day drop-offs and pickups. Contact 618-250-0614. Serenity Memorial Cremation Services, LLC. Now with 3 locations. 3416 West Main, Belleville, Illinois. 1905 Union, St. Louis, Missouri. 3701 Falling Springs Road, Cahokia Heights, Illinois. Contact 618-233-6600. The Tent Shop Deluxe Detailing. Contact 314-885-9848. Love the Glam on Facebook for all your blinged out needs. And our newest sponsor, Images Beauty Supply, for all your beauty needs. 7100 Old Missouri Road, Centerville, Illinois. Shout out, ladies and gentlemen. City Winery St. Louis presents A Night with Chris Crane. Thursday, August 15th at 7:30 p.m. at City Winery, 3730 Foundry Way, St. Louis, Missouri. Also featuring Tasha Nicole and Merlin Divine. August 15th at City Winery St. Louis. Get tickets and more info at citywinery.com. That's CITYWINERY.com.
Yeah, we have so much good news coming up for the 618 Studios and the Swug Foundation. Show them what you got, Foundation. It is going down in East St. Louis. We're about to bring some big and better things. It's already going down right now, but it's going to get bigger and better for the 618 Studios, Swug Foundation, and Thunda Wine and Blues, along with Misfits Records, Money Mike Entertainment. It is going down. The Moon Fire will be here September the 1st. It's the Burn and Learn. You all, it is going down to East St. Louis. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Tickets are on sale right now. You can contact Clint, Stoney, or you can contact myself or any other members of the 618 Studios Sword Foundation. Here we are. It is going down. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Okay. They have a legendary Stoner Dome, so y'all make sure y'all get there and we're going to talk about that. But we have more questions coming for the health and fitness. Y'all make sure if y'all have any questions, you can answer throughout the show.
Do.
Yes, we're going to go on and we got some questions. This is one of my biggest things because I get a lot of big gifts. I get the trips, I get the hotels, I get the, the shopping sprees and all that, but I never get the little things, the intentional, the thought about things, the things let me know that you thought about me and you know me. This is why I say that. We're going to play a little clip.
If you're going to allow me to love you, there's a couple of things you need to know about me. One, I'm never going to love you perfectly. But I am going to love you intentionally. I'm going to frustrate you and I'm going to irritate you just by being me, but I'm going to love you consistently. Some days you're going to want to run away, but I promise you on those days, gonna do my best to give you 1,000 reasons to stay. I just want you by my side, and I'm sorry. From that love, there's no place to hide. Yes, I'm a lot, but I'll never be somebody that I'm not. I will not allow us to go to bed angry at night. And I'll be the idiot to tell you I love you in the middle of our biggest fight. You see, all that I want is for you and me intentionally to be we. If you're gonna allow me
intentionally to be we. So now let's talk about these relationships and things. With that being said, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is have everything all figured out. People have to learn each other, learn what each other like, learn, their mate. A lot of people don't take time. They jump straight into sex. So we go make love, we go do this, we go do that, but you don't take time to get to know each other anymore. Mm-hmm. What is your thought on that?
Well, I mean, it has. I mean, you think about. See, I'm old head. I'm old school. You know, I'm in my 50s. So I remember a time when a woman's heart really had to be won, and they used that term because it was known that she was a prize. The men treated her as a prize. And so she had to be won. Her love had to be won. Her hand in marriage had to be won. And so there was competition. Whenever something needed to be won, there's competition. And so men understood that there was another man that was pursuing or interested in what he considered to be a prize. And so there was a time where the woman was treated as that. Okay. And it was, but the woman had to do the picking. She was a prize, but she had to do the picking. And so the man had to make himself stand out. Pick me, pick me, pick me, because I want the prize. And so that's not the case today. The woman isn't the prize. Right. The woman isn't the prize. The man is. The man is the prize now. And so the woman is now pursuing the man in a way that it should be the other way around.
Because there's so many competitions, we don't have many men compared to the women.
Exactly.
So that tells me that you have to fight or you have to be in competition for this man, but I don't know how to fight or be in competition for anybody because I'm my own woman.
Right.
You know, I definitely will play the game. I definitely will do everything I'm supposed to do. But as far as I feel that a man should want you just as much as you want him. It shouldn't be no eyes for anybody else once you get in a relationship. So I shouldn't have to fight. I'm already going to do all the things necessary to be a woman and take care of my home. But as far as trying to compete with another woman like you, we shouldn't have to compete these days.
And I agree. There should not have to be, but because I'm speaking about our people, Black people, because I don't really know the white, statistics. So I'm gonna speak about Black. But the sister has so many disadvantages when it comes to picking because the man is now not only not willing, there's not many available. There's not many available. Okay. And with that being said, there comes the competition, prospect to where I got to get to him. I got to get him before she get him, or I got to get him before somebody else get him. That's where that competition comes in because there's not many available. Then when you start thinking about the kind of men that you want, that gets even smaller, and then when you think about your age, now we get even smaller. And so it's not that you're going into it with a competition type of mentality. You just understand that that's the contents of what you're pursuing. There's not many options, but there's a lot of people trying to have the same thing. And I don't knock you. But unfortunately, the type of man that the mature Black woman wants is a small portion of the men available. And that's the man that understands that you're a lady and not a woman. Because a lady takes a man to be in her life to be a lady. You was born a female and you grow up to be a woman. Never through there do you necessarily become a lady until a man enters your life. Once that man enters your life, he's going to show you your worth by pampering you, by thinking about you, by involving you, by taking into consideration how you think. Now you a lady. So every female hasn't hit that level of being a lady because the man ain't there. She's a woman, strong. You hear they say? Strong Black woman. Strong Black woman. Yes, you are, sweetie. But you need to be a strong Black lady. because now we know you got that base of a man to catch you if you fall. Now that's where the woman comes to want to take big risks, because I got somebody big, strong arms to catch me if I fall. Well, that's a man. That's not a male. That's a man. Okay. And so I don't see a lot of competition as being bad. I see it as being kind of the way things are. It's nobody's fault as far as the woman or the man. It's just available. They're not conditioning young black men to become young black males to become old black men, to be a man. Okay, and so that's what you looking for. That's what most ladies of your caliber is looking for. They're looking for a man. They've met many males, but I'm looking for a man. Why is it so hard to find a man? Well, a male and a male and a female becomes what they become because they've seen it before. You can't talk Chinese right now because you ain't never had it talk to you to where you had to learn it.
Right.
And so if a female and a male never meet anything that tells them this is what a man is or this is what a lady is, what are they gonna mimic? Okay. Go ahead.
My thing is, we have to act as such. We come in relationships and we want to be the friend and we want to be this, H this, my nigga this, what's up, nigga? And, I mean, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I heard you.
That's how we speak to each other. That's how we, that's how you talk to your mate and stuff like that. That open doors for when you get into an argument and he disrespects you, you can't say nothing because that's how y'all talk to each other.
Exactly.
You're supposed to always maintain yourself, always be a lady at all times. The things that you allow are the things that they do.
Exactly.
So when I tell my young people this all the time, like, respect yourself, respect your relationship, respect him. You can't call him out his name and hit him across his head and then expect him not to do anything.
Right.
You can only do so much, then they're gonna knock you upside your head. Then, But you open those doors. Don't open those doors as women. Be a woman at all times. Cross your legs. Don't drink out no bottle. Grab your glass. I'm supposed to have me a straw, but you know what I'm saying. Be a woman at all times, and we don't do that anymore. We so street hood, and we need to get ourselves together. Change the way that you talk to people. Change yourself, and you will get a better outcome. They always say that there's different outcome from different people is because people respect themselves differently. And no matter who I'm around, I get a whole nother outcome out of people because they know I'm about business. They know she's not going to play with you. You know what I'm saying? So don't talk to her like that. And then here comes somebody behind me. What's up, B? That's because that's how y'all open those doors.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would you say to that?
I say go back to that clip you put up, the young man, the man and the lady. Something jumped out at me about that. He said, I can't remember nothing too much else he said, but it's jumped out, man, when he said, "I'll never be what I'm not." Okay, he said, "I'll never be what I'm not." Okay, and that has a lot of that says a whole lot because that's everybody. That's everybody. And so let's look at the meetup when you first meet. We had this conversation a little while ago, the last time we talked. The appearance. When you first meet, immediately, both of you lying. Both of you lying. When you meet in the club, both of you lying. But see, ain't no reason to tell the truth. That's both of you's rule. We lying because ain't no reason to tell the truth. Okay, where are we lying at then, Vander? You're lying in what you look like. You're lying in what you're willing to say, because certain things I don't need to tell you right now because I don't know you. And so I'm not telling you that. I'm not talking about that. Okay, so it's things that's not available, but we call it a lie because you didn't tell me the other way. You didn't tell me what really was going on. When in actuality, I don't know you enough to reveal this much of myself. Okay, but it's still nobody knows each other. So you start to deal with, and you keep meeting each other under these same prospects. That's why I say it's fucked up. I mean, I don't know if I can cuss on it. I'm tripping, but I get caught up, so forgive me. But I see it messed up as today, the women see a man, his jewelry fake, she know it. He just got off the bus and came in the club. So you know he ain't got no, that jewelry can't be real. That's $50,000 worth of fake diamonds on his neck. But she okay with that. The man, he look at the woman. He know that ain't her. Know that ain't her lashes. Know that ain't her ass, so to speak. But he okay with that. Okay, but with you being okay with that, you're sending that okay, it's okay to tell me anything but the truth. If I know your jewelry is fake and I don't tell you, hey, I know that jewelry fake, I treat it like it's real. Or if I say you beautiful, I don't treat it like your hair. I treat you like that hair is really yours. Well, what happens when you really see my hair? What happens when I call you and say, come pick me up, I need a ride, because I ain't really got no car. But I had all these damn fake jewelry diamonds on in the club. What happened when I tell you I need a ride or I need somewhere to stay? You'll say, oh, no, girl, I ain't fucking that nigga. Oh, girl, I ain't messing with that dude no more. Why? He broke. No, he just told you that now. You knew all that was fake. He knew all that was fake. Now he say, oh, man, I ain't messing with her, man. I seen her more, man. I went over how I saw this, I saw that, man. I ain't messing with her. And so it's over. And so now their next encounter, they're going to try to delay that process as long as they can. And this is where the lies come in at. Mm-hmm. This is where the lies come in. Start. And the identification phase. Back in our days, it was okay to pay for a woman's meal. It was okay. You had clout for having 5 women that you could take care of. You would say all 5 of them look good. Why? I paid to get their hair done. I paid to get her feet done. I paid for her outfit. So it was clout to say you was taking care of 5 women. Now you a sucker. Now you're a sucker if you take her to Applebee's. Oh, man, you took her to Applebee's? Oh, yeah, you a sucker, man. Oh, you a lame. So look at back then. It was meant for a man to take care of whatever he can encounter. So if you can take care of 5 women, you can have 5 women. Why? Because you could pay all 5 of their rent. You could pay for all they hair to get done. You could pay for all they out. So you can have 5 women. Now these guys got 5 women and all 5 of them taking care of him. All 5 of them taking care of him. He can't take care of, but everybody know he got 5 women. He can't take care of not one of them.
Right.
That's today. And so the guy that comes along and says, I got you, he looked at as a lame. And a woman that says, look, I'm going to let my man do everything. I'm going to let my man take care, but I'm going to listen to him. If he say I can't go out, I ain't going out. If he say I can't do this, I ain't doing it. Her sisters, her female friends going to say, girl, you weak. Girl, you tripping. They don't call you all them letter words, B, all them things. Girl, you tripping. Why? Because you listen to, I ain't letting no man tell me what to do. I ain't letting no man do that. Right. That's the word, man. You have a man now. So you're telling them, I'm letting my man do everything. and I'm gonna be the lady.
That's right. That's
But
right.
see, that's not today.
Right.
The women aren't ladies and the males aren't men.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is why there's no relationships, definitely in the Black community, because neither exists.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them need each other.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be no man unless I have a woman depending on me. My woman better not try to fix her car. My woman better not try certain bills she don't even worry about.
Mm-hmm.
She knows it when the mail come in, she put them bills on the side of the table. She like, he gonna pay them. He take care of them. Her bills is like Wi-Fi because I forget shit like that. You know, I be so busy with stuff, so I forget little stupid shit. Them little bills, Netflix, you know, Hulu and all that. Look, I need you to pay this. I keep the money in the bank. But you the one that's gonna make sure you send them people their money. Cause when I come in, I want to watch some Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna make sure it's money in that account so you can do so.
Right.
And the other bills, I take care of them. Well, she's a lady because I don't allow her to do man stuff.
Mm-hmm. And she have a job. She have her own business, right?
Yeah, I got her into in fitness, and she has other. She has a eyelash business, and so she's starting to do the entrepreneurial thing. You know, and that was because that's what I was doing. So she's now also an entrepreneur, but it's like we're a team at times,
right.
And then at times we're a couple.
Mm-hmm.
But majority of the time we're a team because that's what it takes.
Mm-hmm.
And what I try to get Black people to understand is that in a relationship, you got to understand that you need each other to make it work. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with this 50-50 thing before we even get there, because that's saying that that's as far as I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Half. That's as far as I'm going to go.
Say that.
You know, and okay, half as far as I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, sometimes half and half don't meet.
That's right.
See? And so somebody...
That's the reason I made that point, because she have her own income, but yet you still do your manly duties. You still say, hey, baby, you don't have to take all your money and do this to do that. But if you fall off, she got your back. She's not just sitting at home, just with her feet up, painting her nails and waiting to go out on Friday. She have a business. If he gets sick, she can back him up. That's 50-50. If you need me, I got you, no matter what it is. Whether it's take the trash out, cook, clean. Like somebody brought me some washing powder. You know, just think like it was the last of the washing powder. I brought you some washing powder. Mm-hmm. I brought you a Twinkie. Right. You know what I'm saying? Fresh donuts. I love fresh donuts. You brought me a fresh donut. You know, it's not about how much you give me. It's the little things. That means you thought about me. Yeah. You thought about me enough to know. Yeah. When you go to the store, okay, I went to the store to get me a shaving product, but I got you these razors because you was below on your razor. That's knowing your female. That's knowing your companion. And you don't get that anymore. People don't care. They just, it is what it is. Whether you have tissue, whether you have washing powder, whether you have food, whether you have anything, it doesn't matter. All people want to do is boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Sex. I mean, we live in an over-sex society, for one, unfortunately. I feel sorry for my youngin', you know, my son and my daughter, because they're coming up in this culture, and they have to pick from what I tell them and what they see. You know, I already know how that's gonna win. I'm losing that one. They're gonna go with what they see. Okay, and so but I still try. I still try. We're in a hell of a culture that's extremely oversexed. And what people don't know is that most of the sex you're gonna have gonna be bad. Think about all the sex you done had. You ain't gotta tell nobody, you just think about it. Everybody watching this, don't tell nobody, you just think about it. You don't remember all
some of us have to wait a little longer than others, so we're gonna give y'all a little time.
Now think back all the times from the first time you did it to yesterday. all the bad sex you remember. Why? Because I ain't doing it again.
Nope.
I ain't doing it again. Right. So that's the majority. That's the majority. It ain't because of anybody's fault. It's just that y'all don't know each other like that. Good sex comes from somebody wanting to please the other. The typical sex that you're having is about you pleasing yourself. But when you have the sex that you remember, that's going to be because your partner thought about you, to where your orgasm, your pleasure, your involvement was important. But the sex that they're having is about themselves. Thus, now that goes under the category of bad sex. Why? Because I ain't get mine. Most women ain't getting theirs. And they know they ain't. But a lot of them ain't got to, so they kind of deal with it, They kind of fake it out, make them feel good, whatever, but they know damn well ain't nothing happening. The guys, we kind of function differently.
So do bad sex make do they destroy the relationship, or can you teach somebody?
Bad sex can be bad because you don't know. That's okay. That's expected. I've had bad sex. I didn't know her. I didn't know that she didn't like it deep. I didn't know that she didn't like it. I didn't know that. And so it didn't go right. It was fucked up. But when she started telling me stuff and now I know it's about, okay, you like this. Now he willing to do more of what you like. And now it's good sex. Now it becomes good sex. But at first it was bad. But he was feeling around in the dark. He meant well. It just, I was in the wrong spot. I didn't hit, I didn't grab it. And so it's kind of, but unfortunately, he goes under there as bad sex. But Lord forbid if that woman meets that man that's trained to treat every woman for pleasure.
But what about those that you tell that they don't know how to have sex, and then they just keep on like they just God's gift to the world? They know what they doing. We'll just leave them. Just leave them. Forget it. Never mind.
Well, a lot of guys feel like they can have sex because they had good sex 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
That was enough to say I can, that I do, that I can. I had it twice. Okay, so they apply that on their application as I do this every time. So when they meet you, they're gonna tell you, I can slang this motherfucker. I'm big, I'm hung. Girl, wait till you get this. He tell you all that. And so what he don't know is, how do you classify that? What's big in your description? What's good in your description? Mm-hmm. He don't know that. But he told you that in the interview. That, girl, when I get you at home tonight, girl, I'm going to have you like this. I'm going to make you do this. He told all that on the resume. His intentions was there. But he don't know that it take you 45 minutes to come. He don't know that yet.
Right.
But he used to 10, 15, 20. So but now you in the second half. And he figure out, wait a minute, I ain't used to this. And you tell him, get up. So how do you tell him it's bad? You don't. You don't. Lose his number. We know when it ain't right. You ain't got to tell us that. We know if it don't get wet, if she ain't telling you, if she keep giving you instructions, if she keep changing position, if she start, there is your clues she ain't with this.
She ain't with that.
I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do. So we really don't need you to tell us.
Okay.
That kind of makes it less like we don't want to accept it. And that's where you're going to have your problems. Just lose the number. Every time he calls, let it be something going on. Be on the cycle every time he calls. Like,
we're gonna go to the next. We're gonna go to the next. We can go about this all the time. This is about how much you should spend on a date. Me, if I want rice, I want rice. If I want Wendy's, I want Wendy's. It's not about you finna take me to an expensive restaurant or nothing like that. Oh, I'm taking you. We should do this. We should do that. No, that ain't the case. Yeah, I'm simple. Very simple. I might want a steak and baked potato on the rooftop, and I might want breakfast in bed, but 9 times out of 10, I want what I want. And if I want my McDonald's on a date, then I want McDonald's on a date. That's just how I am. I'm sorry. But we're going to look at this little clip, y'all. We're talking about Vander. You are Thunda Wander Blues, your girl Shantice Michelle, your favorite cheerleader. Tag up a friend and let them know it's going down right now. Slick, we got those questions. Oh my goodness, y'all is going crazy in the audience. Terrence, I hear you. Rizzo, I hear you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Rosie, how you doing? Miss Lady Jacqueline, Darlene Hodge from Texas. I see you, baby. Miss Lakeisha, how you doing, mama? Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. We're going to play this little clip, and then we're going to talk about it. Let's go. And then we got more music. So this is the show. Y'all make sure I tell a friend that it's going down right now. It needs to be talked about.
How do you deal with a man that's always accusing you of cheating, but he don't want to let go?
Just real quick, like, are you his first baddie?
I was about to say the same.
Because, like, reality is, like, the worst.
Okay, hold on. We're going to talk about that one. We're going to talk about that one because that's
Which
one of my issues. The one I just played, we're going to talk about that one, but this one is about the money. I got to play the one about the money first, and then we're going to go back to the other one.
You saying you ain't spending over what, $200 on a date?
Nah, wrong number. I would never spend over $100 on the first date.
Oh, so what's the rationale about the not over $100?
I don't know you.
But that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree.
Describe a first date.
Man, I mean, the last time I went out on a date, whoo, Jesus.
That's why. Probably because you don't spend over $100. I'm sorry. It creeped out.
No. I mean, I'm just strategic, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I don't need to impress you at a nice dinner. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm going to listen to you while we're talking, while we're on the phone, while we're having a conversation. I take a whole notepad of what you like, favorite flowers, favorite color. And what I'll do is, because let me be real with you, men on this stage, it's easy for me to drop $200 on dinner.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to be intentional.
Ooh.
And so I'm going to move with intention. And let's say you like flowers. Well, I'm going to take you to a little flower bed. We're going to turn around and pick your own flowers. That cost me $10.
I like it. Randy is unimpressed. I like it. Unimpressed. I like it.
It's a nice conversation. Y'all make sure y'all submit to them. There is no limit. If take me to the Cheesecake Factory, I want to eat me some cheesecake. How many ways they serve this cheesecake up? I'm curious.
Right.
It doesn't matter how much. It's the little things. Like he said, he didn't go buy her no roses. He took her and let her pick her own roses. That's special. Ooh, we love to be oohed and wild no matter who you is. Mr. Slick say, buy him $1 card. Think about him. Buy him some socks. You know what I'm saying? So, Ringo, buy him a hat. These are things you learn about a person when you become friends. You have to become friends before anything because you have to know your mate. You have to know if he's doing bad or not, whether you should pick your game up. You know, it's not, you don't stay in no one spot. It's back and forth. It's back and forth in a relationship. You know, he might not have time to cook him something. He usually do it every morning before he go to work, but he ain't got time today. So I know he ain't got time. He got these things to do. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna fix him something to eat. You know what your woman should do anyway. Make sure he got something to eat before he go leave for whatever he may do. You know, but it's just certain things that we don't do as people. You know, we lose connection with each other. You know, y'all just be in a relationship. Okay, I go with them. You know, you don't know nothing about them. You don't know what they like, how to please them. You know, you don't know where to start from, their favorite color, anything. You don't know nothing about each other, and you don't know how many kids, how many baby mamas, and then here you go getting hit in the back of the head at the club because somebody done seen you with their man. You don't know nothing about her.
Right.
So we got to get in touch and in tune with the people that we're dating and stop dating everybody. We too old at this time. We're not kids anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We need to choose somebody and settle down. That's how I feel. So what do you think? What should you spend on it?
I was hearing what the brother was saying about how he'll and I get it. But as I was watching him, I was looking at what he had on. I know them diamonds fake. Okay. And so with that being said, what you ladies have to understand, and I keep saying ladies because that's what I want y'all black women to understand. You are a lady in my presence. You're not a woman, you're a lady. And so I'm gonna talk to you like a lady, and I'm gonna expect a lady from you. Okay, so that's why I keep saying that. Now, let's get back to what that brother was saying. And what I was saying, his jewelry and all that was fake. The fake stuff was because what you ladies don't understand is that when you go out with these guys, you buy into what you think they have, what you think they're able to do. He pulled up with all this fake jewelry on because he don't have the money. If he had the money to buy the real stuff, he would have. But he ain't got it. That's all the proof you need when you see him. He ain't got the type of money that he think he has. So he's faking the appearance. Okay? A lot of the ladies buy into that. And so they expect a certain amount on a date or a certain place. Okay? Because they bought into that. When in actuality, he ain't got it. When the man said, I'll never be what I am, what I'm not, a poor man can't never be rich. Not in an instant.
You have some men driving around in businesses and Genesis and all kinds of top name cars, but still they ain't got no money. They spending all their money trying to pay for this car, and they ain't got it.
They ain't got it.
As women, we have to know who we dating. You know, you can't expect nobody to pay all the bills working at McDonald's. You can't expect nobody pay all the bills working at Belleville Shoe. You know what I'm saying? Those relationships are buildable relationships. You want to build with this person. Know that you're going to have to build with this man. And you can't say that, okay, this man going to take care of me because he can't even take care of himself.
Exactly. And so
those are relationships you have to be willing to build with. Go ahead.
But so what is too much? It's like, and what's the good amount? It has everything to do with the two individuals. I mean, we definitely have to take into account who the people are. Some lady, depends on how you met her. Maybe you met her at an art museum. Okay, well, you already have an indication that she may be interested in art. So you pull up on her and say, hey, let me take you on a date, and y'all end up in the art museum. Does that mean he's being cheap? No, that means that's one of the few things he can remember about you. I met her at an art museum, so I'm gonna be creative. And that's where in Black people, we've been told to look for certain things that we miss a whole lot of stuff that's right in front of us. Okay. If a man, ladies, if you get a Black man that's creative, keep him in your rotation. Keep him in your rotation. If he's creative, if he's a thinker, if he's a risk taker in a good way, not in them streets, If he's a risk taker, keep him in your rotation. Okay, because those are all traits of success. Okay, the downside is it's not an overnight type of success. That's one of them longevity types of success. And a lot of you women, ladies, are going to have to be patient in the men that you meet because of the condition you're getting him in. The condition that he's going to be on when they drop him off on your porch. You're going to have to be patient with him to a degree. Not a damn fool. No, I'm not telling you to be a damn fool. When I say be patient, meaning that he's coming to you as, okay, I'm giving you my best go. I'm gonna do the best I can. Well, ladies, you're gonna have to let him know that his best is greatly appreciated. And how do you do that? Sometimes you do that just by receiving what he's giving you. It don't take words. It don't take actions. It just takes to receive it. Because if he's in them states of creative, a thinker, a risk taker, so that means he's understands sacrifice and so on. So he understands whatever he gives you, he gives you, it has good intentions behind it. If it's $1 or if it's $1,000, it has good intentions. And all you got to do, sister, is to receive it. And that's going to be his way of hearing thank you. A real man, you don't have to say thank you. You just don't have to, just don't reject what he giving you.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
And we know that's thank you. I don't ask my woman to tell me thank you every time we do something. As long as you receive it, that's thank you, because it had good intentions. So try to find, when it comes to these type of relationships, it's tough because it's usually in the beginning and neither knows much about each other. That's a fact. Everything is an assumption. You're guessing. You're optimistic, but you really don't have much facts if it's a total stranger. That's why a lot of women end up going back in their bag and dealing with somebody they used to deal with because they have facts on it. Same with the fellas. They go back messing with a female. Why? Because I got facts on her.
Right.
I know some stuff.
Right.
These new people, I don't know anything.
Right.
And so the facts is what draws you back. I know some stuff. Even though I know they stupid. Even though I know they bad with money. Even though I know she gonna go out to the club. I know something about her. I can count on that.
Right.
And so longevity in a relationship is gonna come when they know they can count on you to be a certain way, whether that's you're gonna be a knucklehead or you're gonna be somebody that's gonna be like James Evans. He gonna do what he gotta do to make sure all the bills paid. You got one of the two.
We got to talk about some of these things that you have going on. I know we talked about the relationships and everything, but you have some business. Of course, we talked about the Bodies by Vander. You are.
Yeah.
Jefferson City, Missouri. If y'all in that area looking for a personal trainer, definitely look up Bodies by Vander. He's trying to come to the St. Louis area, so definitely be looking for him soon. He will be back. Let's talk about these unique airbrush designs.
Yes. The airbrushing, there's a story with that. The airbrushing came from when I was a kid. My grandma, I used to draw. Nobody taught me how to draw. I just started drawing. And my granny who raised me, I lost my mom when I was 5. And so my granny took over from there. And she noticed that I could draw. And I remember I would just draw anything. And I remember her telling me, baby, keep drawing. That drawing is going to make money for you one day. I was probably 11 years old. I remember her telling me that almost as if it was yesterday. I continued to draw. Unfortunately, I got incarcerated. That's a whole nother story. I was telling you about that. And in there, all I had was a praying grandma. I tell everybody how I made it here because I had a praying grandmama. And to show her that I appreciated everything that she was doing, I would draw. I would draw on the envelopes that I would send her. That I would write her a letter. I would draw pictures. I have some of the art to this day that I drew and sent to her. She's passed. She's gone. And she told me to keep drawing, and I kept drawing. Then when I come home, I couldn't get a job. Nobody would hire me. Nobody would hire me. Obviously, because I was a felon. I'm out of prison. Nobody would hire me. but the streets was not an option. Going back in the streets, hustling, doing crime was not an option. And some told me, Vander, dig within. It's in you already. What you need, you already got. And I was hustling. So I started hustling. And I was making these tattoos, these little temporary tattoos. I went in to get me a sign. And the guy saw the sign and said, airbrush tattoo. He said, man, can you airbrush? I said, nah, I don't know how. He said, oh, man, I thought you knew how to airbrush. I said, nah, that's just some hustling stuff. He like, oh, well, if you knew how to airbrush, I was going to turn you on to a lot of money. I said, whoa, money? Where? How? He said, well, I used to have a store at the Lake of the Ozarks airbrushing for 15 years. And if you knew how to airbrush, I was going to turn you on. I said, wow, really? I said, so what happened if I learn how? He said, well, if you learn how, I'll take you down there and introduce you. I said, will you teach me? He said, yeah, I'll teach you if you want to learn. And that man taught me. He would come to my house and teach me how to airbrush, how to hold a gun and everything. And long story short, he took me down to the lake, introduced me to the lady that hired him, and I started airbrushing. Airbrushing bought this gym. Airbrushing bought my cars. Airbrushing paid child support. Airbrushing was my lifeline. I've airbrushed for Lil John. I've airbrushed. He has a picture that I did for him. I've airbrushed motorcycles, cars, buildings. And guess what? That old lady told me, one day this drawing is going to take care of you. Don't stop. And because of that old lady, I never stopped. And now today, I have a business that takes care of me, airbrushing. I draw for a living.
Nice. So on your what is the Hawaiian shaved ice?
Yes, yes.
Walk
now
up
that
eat.
particular business is for I created for my kids. I don't want. I understand the world that we're in today. It's not their fault. I tell them all the time, this is the world that you're inheriting. This is the word, I use the word inherit all the time because it's not their fault that the world is the way they is when they're happen to be 15, 16, 17, okay? So I tell them, although that may be true, you still got to survive in it. You still got to live in it. You still got to thrive and make progress in it, although it ain't your fault that it's this way. And so as a parent, knowing that, I said, well, I got to give them a head start. Well, that shave ice business is obviously a summer business, but it's inflatable. That lady, that picture you put up, I contacted that lady that's in that photo, and I had her make that. We designed that from scratch. It's inflatable, so it blows up wherever we go. I can just hook it up to electricity and it'll blow up. And we sell, and my son sells shave ice out of that. That is his business. I have one for my daughter. Those are their businesses. I don't want them to inherit this world thinking that they're going to have a job. Look at politics today. Look at immigration today. Look at what's going on today. That has nothing to do with them, but it's going to have everything to do with them when they become adults. Right. And so I started that shave ice business because it was fairly easy to learn. It's easy to set up. And so I figured, okay, my kids at 15, 16, they can run this. And so my son runs that one as a business, but he's too young right now to have a business. But once he turns 18, that'll be his. And so he'll start off as an entrepreneur.
Okay. Y'all also did, y'all done a couple of events. I've seen a couple of events on your page.
Yes. We actually get hired. We get asked to do a lot of upscale events because of the appearance. We were just at the Lake of the Ozarks at the Ice Cube concert. We was just at 4th of July. You know, they actually love that setup. BMW rented us to do an event. And so they love the setup because it's so kid friendly. I made sure
Right.
that it's kid friendly, family friendly, and it fits any type of an event in the summertime. And so we've really gotten a lot of requests that were way out of the caliber that I ever thought I'd have access to. You know, BMW.
What's deep fried though?
Huh?
What is deep fried?
Deep fried hot dog?
Oh, deep fried hot dogs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, deep fried hot dogs.
What's
Yeah.
walking tacos?
Yeah. Walking tacos and shave ice, yes.
Okay.
You know, and those are the kind of the quick fixes, you know, that fit any carnival or any kid event or park event, these type of things that people at those type of events would look for. Okay. And I add airbrush in there. And then the 360 was a kind of I noticed that there was no one in this area in a 60-mile radius that was doing it. And so me being a hustler in me, I contacted and then bought me a 360 machine, and I started marketing it in the 60-mile radius, and I'll be doggone. That was one of the best decisions I've made in a long time because it's a huge demand by me living in a small town area, Jeff City, Columbia, the small town. They don't have access to things of this nature, but they like them. They see them on TikTok. They see them on Facebook. But no one in this area was offering it. And so I decided to be the guy to offer it. And it's been a success. They rent the heck out of that thing. They rent, and I've gotten in establishments that when they see me, they're shocked because it's a black guy. That they never thought that a black man would be the owner of this business. They contacted me through internet. You know, I tell black people all the time, get away from putting your face and your name on your business. It's not, you're not even gonna get access to the opportunities that's out here simply because they're able to exclude you.
That is true, so true. Get away from the face and the name on your business.
Yeah.
Everybody wants their picture on there, but
yes,
if people have to search you or search who it belongs to, that makes it even better. But if they see you, they might not even look at it because of your picture.
Yeah, exactly.
About you. People just have us, oh, I don't like that person because he got on glasses. I don't like that person because he's too big. I don't like that person because he's short. So definitely that is definitely what it is. And that's on my mixtapes. Like on our mixtapes and stuff like that, we gotta stop putting our picture, you know, use the artists and stuff, but we want to be known in our name and stuff like that. But if people really want to get to know you, they're gonna research you.
Exactly.
No matter what you do.
But you don't give them an opportunity to exclude you. Think about it. When you get a list of anything, when you immediately look at it, the first thing you're looking for is what you don't want. The way you minimize this list isn't through what I want. You go through it first through what I don't want. And so you look for things that's easy to stand out as to what you don't want. So somebody white saying, I don't want nobody black if I can help it. Well, if your face on it, guess who getting pushed to the side? If your name Shaquan or Shaniqua or Jumanji or Shaquan, you know, they gonna say chances are that's the black person, and they gonna exclude you. Okay, and so you have to get past that phase. Once they meet you, now you have the ability to win them over with your true personality, and then they find out I like you. You really are. They might say you one of them good black people, or they might say, oh, he a good Negro. Whatever they say, what they not gonna do is pay you. Okay? And so
that part you say what they're not gonna do is what?
What they not gonna do is pay you. They gonna pay you. They gonna pay you. And so all you worried about is that. And what I do when I do my events, I act as an employee. I never go in and say I'm the boss. I never go in and say I own this. Oh, I'm this. Outside of Bodies by Vander, because that's me. Everything else, when I show up, I work for the facility. They say, oh, well, we called Thursday. we called too. I said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, but I just got the work, and I'm just here to work. And what I found out from that approach, they don't hold you accountable for whatever they don't like. And you have an opportunity to fix it. Because, and at the end, guess what they're going to do? They're going to tip you. Because they're going to feel like you did more than what you should be doing as an employee. That's right. And that's right. The facts for every event that I do. I'm not caught up on knowing, a lot of black people want to be known for owning this, owning that, which is cool. I get it. You're proud of yourself.
Right.
Yes, I get it. But you got to understand that people necessarily don't like you and don't know nothing about you. So you got to get yourself away from it and put anything but you on it. Mm-hmm. And now let your true personalities win you over.
Yes. See, we should have did separate shows because I'm still ready to go back to the health. I know people are too go back to the relationships. You got a lot of things going on. Like,
well, let the people, if y'all want us back, y'all tell us. If y'all want this, y'all want this back, y'all tell us. Should we bring Vander back, everybody? Should we bring Vander back? If y'all give me them hard. Let me know if y'all want this back.
We need to get more information on our health, on fitness, on relationships, on love. There's a lot of things that we did talk about. We already 36 minutes over time, but time don't matter right now because we are more important. We have to start loving on each other. We have to get to know each other. Before we lay down with you. Tyler Perry was right. You gotta clink. You get more when you clink. You don't give it up, you get more, y'all. That's bottom line. But the way you come into a relationship is how people are going to treat you. You have to stand ground as women. We have to be a lady.
Yeah, be a lady. Be a lady.
Now, look, a lady.
And don't accept none less. Don't accept none less.
Rock the Block DJs in the house. Music sponsored by Rock the Block DJs. I'm going to give y'all one more song and then we're going to get out of here. If y'all have any more questions, please feel free to answer while this song is playing. But this again, Vander from Jefferson City, Missouri. If y'all want to fitness train or something, do you travel? If somebody paid you to come out on the weekend and train it, because you are very knowledgeable, and I definitely would pay you to come
I do come to St. Louis and do I do boot camps because I was unable to find a location. I do boot camps in parks, and so we try to hit as many parks as we can, from North County all the way out to the city, And so we utilize parks, and we actually bring the equipment, everything needed, and we set up in parks and we give boot camps. We try to do that at least once a week, typically on Saturdays. But we need to know that we're going to have a class in order for us to drive. It's a 2-hour drive. And so we've done this, and we've had a good turnout. That's what made me want to build it in St. Louis. They kind of love us down there. We had a pretty good turnout. And so we're back on that. And so look forward to the flyers. So all y'all send me friend requests so you can get the information and the flyers as to when we're going to be in St. Louis, as to where East St. Louis. We really serious about this fitness, and we're unique in what we do and how we do. So it would be very beneficial for you to be involved in anything that Body by Vander does, okay? And so be looking for the flyers and the locations when we come to St. Louis.
So I had one more question. So is that just pick up a question?
Uh-oh.
I wanted to
Go ahead.
I forgot my question. It's so much we can talk about. It's so much we did not talk about, but we're definitely going to pick up on this. Miss Rosie say yes, that this was great. I know Miss Leela, she enjoyed it. Rizzo, those were questions, because he have been having heart problems and things like that for a couple other people that have been having heart problems, stroke, counsel. These are subjects we need to talk about on how to deal with these things, because some people have been dealing with counsel for a long time, and some people, they just now getting counsel. Like, we want people with counsel to talk about those that just, learn that they finding out they do have counsel and stuff like that. So these are topics that we want to talk about as well as the music.
Yes.
Now, Vander, you've been knowing me over 10 years. When I came to Unique Airbrush, and I asked you that I needed a logo, what did you tell me?
I told you I'd do it, but I wouldn't sell it to you.
And why?
I said, why? She said, wait a minute, why you wouldn't? So y'all listen, she had me on a three-way call with, I don't know who the other young lady was. She had me on a three-way call. And they was ganging up on me, like, why you won't sell her? It's her logo, why you won't sell it? I said, no. They were like, why not? I said, because you're going to blow up. You own something. You got a hell of an idea. And if you do this, you're going to blow up and I want in. And so if I sell you this, then I'm only going to get what you pay me for this. But if I lease it to you and partner with you, I'm going to be on the ride because you finna go somewhere. You own something. And I told her this when she very, very, very first started. I told her, you own something. Do it. You going somewhere. And she did. And look where we are. I saw it long time ago. And I'm proud of you. I want to say that on live. I'm proud of you. What you've done is not normal in our society as people because we don't stick with things that when they get difficult. We've been told that if it gets difficult, that means it's not for you. We're not told that if it gets difficult, it means to buckle in and get ready because you're on to the next level. And so a lot of things that get hard, we quit them.
Yes.
We stop them. You stuck with it. I've been in contact with you over these years. You've told me some of the obstacles, some of the things that you've encountered, and you stuck with them. You've gotten over them. You went through them, and so you're in pursuit of success. You on the trail to success. Don't let nobody tell you, because I'm telling you what it looks like, and what you've done, and what you're doing is exactly what success looks like. So get ready. Don't prepare to get there. Prepare to stay there because you're on your way.
Thank you. I truly, truly appreciate that. Because I remember you brought that to my attention because I had forgot about that.
Yeah.
But when you brought that, you was like, you sure right. You was one of the people that believed in me. Yeah. And you was like, no, I'm not giving you this logo. I'm gonna hold on to this logo and I'm gonna.
She was hot at me, y'all. She was mad at me too.
I didn't understand at the time. But now where I'm at, I understand, because in 60 days, we have two big announcements. Matter of fact, we got more than that coming up, y'all. I can't let the cat out the bag right now, but we over here working. You hear me? The Midwest, we working. Vander will be at my birthday party, everybody. And especially and I'm gonna talk about him about doing the sketches. We're gonna talk about the sketches. Can I get the sketches this time? Can you tell me the sketches? These sketches, so you gonna hold on to the sketches too. I'm gonna put autographs on the sketches. They might be some one day. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all come out and get y'all paint and everything, your paint boards and everything, because I'm definitely gonna sign them. One day I might be somebody, but we got some big announcements coming up, y'all. I can't let the cat out the bag because they say you talk about it, people pray on your downfall. Yeah. So I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna let it happen.
Be about it.
I'm gonna tell y'all when it come, I'm going live. I'm like, yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So definitely, y'all keep on watching, keep on riding with me. I appreciate Miss Rosie. I appreciate you, Kizzy. How you doing, baby? Thank you for joining us with Thunder Wine and Blues. We come on every Sunday with all the new artists and legendary artists. So y'all make sure we do entrepreneurs because we want to know those who are doing positive things in our city and we want to get our health and ourselves right, because this show means nothing if we sick and can't watch the show and all this other stuff. Too hurtful to even watch the show. So we want to get ourselves together as well as watch this show. And we want to love on each other. We want to get our men right. We want to be strong Black women. All that matters. It ain't just about me. It ain't just about the music. It ain't just about the show. It ain't just about where we're going. It's about us as a people getting together and get talk about these issues. We need to talk about these issues. So definitely, I want to see you back on here, Vander. We go do another 2 hours.
Definitely.
We gonna do another 2 hours.
Definitely.
Because when we had this conversation backstage a couple days ago, we end up on the phone for 3-4 hours. Because there's so many things we want to talk about. And Vander go live on his page. Is there a certain day that you go live or anything?
Well, I'm starting to get into a consistent schedule, but as of now, I don't have a schedule. But they be my friend. They send me friend requests. You'll get the notice, and it is always wise to tune in. There's always something working.
Always. I enjoy his conversations and stuff, and I enjoyed him on this show. I enjoyed the comments from the viewers and everything. Thank y'all so much. Those are great topics. We're gonna go back in the comments and we go talk more about this and stuff. I have to reach out to you in your inbox.
Yeah.
But Miss Leela, Miss Reddix, if you're still on here, baby, we can get some of those weights. She say 10, he say 20, I say
20.
5.
So let's meet in the middle. Get you a 15 then.
Give me a 15. Go get a 15. 15 it is. Miss Renee Charles, baby. We go right to 365, baby. We go definitely get it. But I think I have so many questions because the little people be wanting to gain weight too. You know what I'm saying? They want some boo-boos and some bam-bams and some wham. So we need to talk about that too. We definitely gonna have you back on here. We need to play all the music sponsored by Rock the Block DJs. Shout out to DJ Dre Cope and DJ Cuddy Cut for the music tonight. We did play The Game and Big Weight. So y'all make sure y'all check those out. Vander, I hate to leave. I can do another 2 hours because there's so much more that we can talk about. With so much more we can talk about. But definitely, see these comments right here. But definitely we're going to talk about it, y'all. Y'all, this is Thunda Wine the Blues, your girl Shantice Lachelle and Vander Hughes. Bodies by Vanders out of Jefferson City, Missouri. Y'all make sure y'all follow me. Goes down. And ask him, ask him questions. He's really good to talk to. Very good guy. So definitely, y'all, if y'all have any questions, y'all reach out and talk to him. And this is Thunda Wine the Blues, your girl Shantice Lachelle, and we are out of here. Thank you, Vander. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, y'all.